Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. I'm currently in the kitchen and I'm going to start a project. So when I bake, I don't bake very often, but when I do I go crazy with it. So last year, I don't know if I mentioned it, I feel like I did, but I'm not 100% sure. I made Millie a custard cream cheesecake. She loved it, and she loved it so much that she wanted me to make it again. I didn't really get a taste of this cheesecake. I had a little bit, but not too much of it. I made it specifically for her. So this year, I decided to make one for her and one for me to have a taste, and I'm sure other people want to taste it, so I'm making like a smaller one as well for them. When I cook, I take over the kitchen. So I brought a tripod with me this time to sort of film as I make it and talk myself through it, talk you through it if you want to make it yourself, or if I want to make it again. It's all there, if it works, because I'm not 100% sure it will, because I'm going crazy with this one, like I said. So, the tripod's a new addition. So I've got my tripod, my laptop, my Coke ready to drink, and then everything is just here. Everything is here, and we don't have a giant kitchen as it is. It's a pretty small kitchen, but everything is just here. And I will just take over this whole side completely. So I have to do this when Mum isn't here, because otherwise it's just not going to happen. Stupid hair. Someone told me that they like my hair like this length. I prefer it shorter because it stays on my face, but we're leaving it for a while because it works for my monologues. So we'll see when we get it cut. So we're gonna like cut back and forth. I think this video is just gonna be about a cheesecake making experience. We're gonna cut back and forth as I make parts of this, and I'm gonna show you bits and talk you through what I'm doing and things. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully well. Okay, so I think I've got a rhythm with this now. I'm going to explain what I'm doing in a minute. I'll tell you now, it's easy. So with the cheesecake base, I'm trying to make, instead of just digestives at the bottom, I'm trying to use the custard cream biscuits, which is in here. It's just the biscuit, and then I'm putting the cream bit to the side over here, and I'm going to try and melt it down and make like a custard cream layer in the cheesecake. This is taking me ages. I think this is like the 5th biscuit I've done. The only way I can seem to get it is if I do that and then like literally saw it off. Look at that, beautiful. You're going to wish this was in 3D, I'm sure, in a minute, because hopefully they're going to just fly at you. I'm not going to do another one. This is going to be the only one I do. I just wanted to try and demonstrate how I'm doing it. Look at that! Look at how clean that came off. I'm so proud of that. That's the first time that's happened. So the first few took me ages, because I was trying to like literally break the biscuit off individual bits. This is so much smoother. This is going to save me so much time. That is a lie. I'm going to be here forever. I decided I should really put my apron on. Oh yeah. I've done about half of it, which looks like a lot, but it's really not. So these are the biscuits. It's really helping with the biscuits because they're technically already crushed. So I'm already like starting off pretty well there. And then those are the cream bits. I know there's bits of biscuits in here too, but that's not going to be a huge issue, he says, until you put it together and it falls apart and doesn't work. I've already got an idea that I can use. So this is like my tester one. If this doesn't work the way I want it to work, the one Millie will get will be different, and I've already got a plan of how to change it if it doesn't work. So let's see how it goes. I've split them all up, and now it's time for my favourite bit. Make the biscuits, you bitch. I'm sure the recipe said this was going to take 2 hours, and I'm sure it's been an hour. I've been doing this an hour so far. Great. Let's just come back to when it's done. So you're probably thinking, thank goodness he didn't skip anything. Well, he did. I've made the biscuit base. I hope you can hear me over me stirring. I've made the biscuit base, and I've already put the biscuit base in to the little things that I'm putting them in. So there's one that I've got in a ramekin. I've got two in like lunch boxes that I use for work. Well, one's in lunch boxes for work. That one's going to be mine, and then another one's taken to work. And then I'm making a crust. This is not sticking together, so I'm glad I didn't throw away all the butter. So this is for like a pie crust. I don't know if this is going to work. So this could be a pipe dream I'm wearing an apron. Stop turning around to use something else. This is the pleasure of having an apron on. Yeah, I'm not sure this is going to work. It could work, to be fair. I don't know if I've got enough in here. I didn't think I'd have to say this. I bought over a kilogram. 4, 8, 12, 16. I nearly bought 2 kilograms of custard creams. What I'm saying, I don't know what the sentence is. I don't know. I think it's force of habit. Yeah, I bought nearly 2 kilograms of custard creams to split over, like, what's this going to be? 4 different cheesecakes. So it was meant to work. But I feel like I don't have enough at all. Now, this is going to be the interesting bit. Don't know if it's going to work as I want it to. Let's start with the mini ramekin and see how it goes. Okay, working better than I thought it was going to. Now it's falling apart. Okay, I can do it that way. That works. That works just as well. That's fine. As long as something works, I don't care about anything else. This is interesting. This is very interesting. So when I've told people about this plan, about like the pie outer ring crust that's made of custard creams too, because the base is just the biscuit. This is like actual custard cream with the filling in it still. Everyone's been like, okay, and I've gone, it'll be fine. Now I see their theories. Now I see what the issue could be. Hopefully, when that solidifies, it won't fall apart. But if it does, what are we going to do? We're going to eat it anyway, so who cares? I don't know if you can see... No, you can't. I was going to say, I'm pulling like a stupid face there, and I don't even know if you can see my face. Luckily, the face wasn't for you, it was for me. Hooray. Okay, so the ramekin looks crap. Let's be honest. But with the filling in, it might be okay. I'm going to put that in the fridge. And hopefully, the others, when I finish them and I'll show you them, are going to look okay. So we're on to the filling. This is my 2 cheeses, the custard powder. I add vanilla to this because I think it brings out the custard flavour a little bit more from what I can remember. And condensed milk. And then double cream and caster sugar in there. Basically, and I don't know why it's important to do it this way, but apparently it is, you scoop this in. I'm going to start making that noise. I'll finish doing that in a minute because I just want to give you an example. And then apparently you fold it. You have to fold it in. I think it keeps the structure or something. Every time I used to make cheesecakes, they always used to you couldn't take them out the tins because they just fall apart. I think maybe this is what I was going wrong when I was younger. I don't know. But hopefully this works better than when I was a kid, and it worked like it did last year. I will show you what it looks like when it's in. It's tins, it's tubs and ramekins and shit. So we are nearly done. I've got my cream / biscuity filling here, which doesn't look great, appetising wise, but it is quite nice, obviously. And I know what you're thinking. I'm sure I'm like beating people to the comments that don't comment anyway, but saying why didn't you just get that new cheesecake custard cream spread you can get? Well, because I didn't. All right, that's why. This doesn't look like it's going to fill this one, let alone my other one. The amount I've got here, I am sort of clumping it though, so maybe that's the problem. And I should wait for this to set a little bit more next time. But yeah, this seems to be. If I set this a little bit longer, maybe. I have just sort of rushed the end of this because I don't want Mum to walk in while I'm filming, because I know how she feels about the camera. She doesn't like being in front of it before you wonder if it's like, I hate it when you do those videos. She does not sound like that. She doesn't like being on camera in any way. Yeah, that's not too bad. So there you go, like a weird centre that I'm going to have to do a lot more for when I do millies. And then, boom! Cheesecake on top. Boom! I will spread this more evenly in a minute. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! So the one I've made for me will not have that centre. But that seems to have worked okay. The crust has held okay too. My little ramekin one looks more like a crumble, because I've put the crumbly bits on top too. But yeah, that's pretty much the method of it. I'm going to hold the tripod for a second. That's pretty much my method of it. It seems to work okay. This does taste like custard cream too, the custard. I put a little bit more in and the vanilla, and it seems to have worked okay. So I'm pretty happy with this. Hopefully Millie will be happy, and everyone else that's going to try it will be happy with it too. Oh, I can finally do that. I've tried not to touch my hair the whole time I've been making this. The method I have borrowed from, that I've used most of and then changed bits of, is going to be in the description. So if you want to make your own, go for it. I think it works quite well. I think it tastes nice. If you think this looks interesting, yeah, and I've sort of explained how I have done my changes. But if you think this looks interesting, you want to make it yourself, you go for it. You let me know how it works out for you. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this weird thing that I've done this time, and I'll see you again in the next one.